Okay, we got Mr. K here, and he is finished up his neuropathy recovery program, and we want to just touch base and see what type of results we've received. And before he started with me, he was dealing with a couple of things, type 2 diabetes as well as peripheral neuropathy, terrible neuropathy. And he's going to explain a little bit about what he was feeling before we did anything, before we started with the recovery program.
Well, the neuropathy in my feet were so bad I was having problems walking. The burning sensations, the numbness, I could get into hot water and not realize I was stepping into hot water in a shower. And at night, I couldn't sleep because the minute I lay down at night, the pain and the burning was just so bad that a lot of times I would just sleep in a chair with my feet on the ground, because laying down, everything went crazy. The nerve endings would just be throbbing. And when I started the treatment, I came in here and I had extremely bad loss in both my feet. And doing the treatment over the course of the treatment, my feet have responded very well to the treatment. Part of the treatment was had to try to get rid of the type 2 diabetes, because with the type 2 diabetes, it was also part of the problem. And by going on the diet he suggested, changing the way I eat, getting rid of some of the grains and the dairy and some of the things that I loved, I right away saw drastic changes in my diabetes. My A1C numbers immediately dropped after a week of being on a diet.
And what was when you first came in, your A1C was?
6.8.
Yeah, so full-blown diabetes.
Full-blown type diabetes, yes. Yeah. I've been seeing a diabetes specialist probably for 12, 13 years. I've been diagnosed it for over 15 years. And it's always been high 6s or low 7s, where she had told me numerous times that if I didn't try to change my diet a little bit, she would probably end up eventually putting me on a shot at least once a day. Right. And I just kept trying to avoid that. And the fact that I changed my diet over a course of 3 months, my type 2 diabetes, the A1C went from 6.8 to 5.5, where she called me up and says, "You're no longer considered a type 2 diabetic."
Fantastic. It's completely reversed.
Completely reversed.
Awesome.
Yes. She still has me on some medication because she just wants to be cautious for 6 months before she takes me completely off my medication.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And also, another benefit is you lost, how many pounds did you lose?
I've lost 31 pounds in 4 months.
Yep. Yep.
And that's really what got the diabetes under control.
Yep.
By getting the weight down to management, or considered a normal weight for a person my age and my height.
Yeah.
I haven't weighed this light since in the last 50 years.
Yeah, amazing.
The last time I weighed what I do now, 179, I was 17 years old.
Right.
I'm 67 years old.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's doable.
It's doable.
It's completely doable.
Completely doable. And like I said, the response, I'm really impressed with the response to the neuropathy in my feet, how much less I can get up in the night to go to the bathroom and actually step on the bathroom floor and feel cold.
Feel it.
And that before, I could just walk in there and not even realize the floor was that cold.
Right.
Or I can get back in the bed and have the neuropathy immediately start back up. It's nothing like it was 4 months ago.
Would you consider that as life-changing for you?
Oh yeah, because now I want to be able to do things more. I got more energy. I want to be able to, I can walk more. Before, my wife and I always used to love to go for walks.
Right.
And with my feet being so bad, I would try walking with her. And when I first came to see you, and I'm telling you I'm doing 5,000 to 10,000 steps, and you're going to me, how? And right. I said, you're a man. You just bear the pain. You bear the pain because your wife wants to do it.
Right.
Because your wife enjoys to go for walks. I said, you just grin and bear it.
Right.
And sure, it was a lot of pain. And like I said, now I have a hip problem. I'm going to go ahead and have the right hip replaced.
Right.
And it's a problem I've had with the hip probably 10 years. And the pain has just gotten to a point where it just couldn't bear it anymore. And the fact that I've told the doctors I'm no longer type 2 diabetic, they've taken that
The risks are much
much
less.
less. Yes, much less. And so we're going to go forward and have that hip replaced. Like I said, I used to always think I had back problems, and it's always been
Yep.
tied to the hip, giving me so much problem walking. I could barely lift the leg all the time, try to do stairs,
Yeah.
even simple chores like getting in the shower and washing yourself. I had to use my hand to lift my leg up onto the bench in the shower to just wash myself properly, you know.
So now, if there are other people that are looking at this, would you consider recommending this type of program for somebody that's dealing with terrible neuropathy?
Oh yes, I would strongly recommend this. When he suggests you change some of the way things you eat, you have to buy into the program. If you listen to what the doctor's telling you, you follow the program, the results are unbelievable. I'm looking forward to continuing treatment and having
As a maintenance standpoint.
Yeah, a maintenance standpoint, yes, sir. It's just changed the whole way my life is. And I'm saying with neuropathy now, I can walk more, even though the hip bothers me. I have more energy because I've lost the weight, getting rid of the cookies, the crackers, the potato chips, the pretzels,
Right.
all the wheat, all the grains, the stuff that
All the stuff that kept you at type 2 diabetes.
kept me at type 2 diabetes.
Right.
The dairy, I do almond milk now. I will occasionally, after 4 months, have a cup of coffee.
Right, yeah, that's okay.
And it's like I'm from the Buffalo, New York area.
Right.
So I grew up on pizza, wings, and beer.
Right,
To give that stuff up
yeah,
was hard.
sure,
But in order to get the results I got, I had to
Yeah.
follow the program.
yeah.
And
And you did really well with it. The
Yeah.
results speak for themselves.
And the other thing I would highly recommend, my wife bought into this.
Yeah,
So she did along with me. My wife has also lost 30 pounds
right,
by getting rid of the bad food out of our diets. And it made it so much easier
sure,
when she was only cooking for the two of us,
right,
we're making the same foods.
right,
We do lots of fresh vegetables, we do beef, pork, fish,
sure.
you know,
All the good
chicken,
stuff that-
all the good
what you
stuff,
should be
and we don't fry it.
Yeah,
It's either
Yeah.
done in the grill or done in the oven.
yeah,
And
fantastic.
there's nothing that I crave that I can't have.
Right, that's true.
Like I said, I can still have my chicken wings, but now I cook them on the grill and then put the hot sauce
Yeah,
on it.
it's fine.
So yeah, instead of deep frying all the time and eating pizza once a week.
Right.
The pizzas are gone.
Right, right. Well, he's done really well, so and I'm looking forward to continue success for all the good changes you've made.
Yep. I'm looking forward to going in and have this hip replaced.
Yeah, and that's going to make everything
Oh, yeah.
much better as well.
Yep.
Very good. All right.
Thank you.